Hello, shiny happy people out there in social media world. Melissa Hornbeck here, and guess what? It's stats time. And I'm a little late, I'm sorry. I had meetings last week and I had every intention of getting these to you earlier from the beautiful Stonewall Jackson Resort in West Virginia, but I didn't. So sorry about that. But here I am. It's Monday and we're gonna do our market stats. And are you ready? And this is just November, so we're looking at November of 2022 versus November of 2021, but stay tuned. Next month, I'm going to have 3 market updates. I'm going to break it down because I'll not only have December over December or fourth quarter over fourth quarter, I'll have the annual 2022 over 2021 report. And I will be releasing them separately throughout the month of January, so stay tuned. Make sure you tell all your friends because it's really good information, and I really can't wait to see the big overall picture of 2022 because we've had such a shift in the market that I really, and people are so anxious about it, I have a feeling that you'll be pleasantly surprised. Just a hunch. Ready? Here we go. Okay, so December of 2022 versus December of 2021, I always start with single family detached units. And in December of 2021, the number of units sold was 74, average days on market was 51, and the average sales price was $322,861. This is Monongalia County, by the way, forgot to say that, but if you watch me long enough, you know that's where we are. Fast forward to last month, November of 2022, we had a 32% decrease in units to 50. We had a 35% decrease, so they sold faster, in days on market of 33. We'll get into that in a little bit. But we had just a slight rise in prices, just under 0.5% to 323,996. So the value stayed pretty even year over year, but the units dropped, which we've been seeing the last couple of months. That's perfectly fine. Don't panic, it's fine. Single family attached units, the November of 2021, there were 25 units sold with an average days on market of 19 and an average sales price of $217,773. That's a lot of sevens. Last month, November of 2022, we had a 12% decrease in units to 12. We had a 26% increase in days on market to 24, and a 16% increase in value to 252,598. So that's quite a bit. So, but again, these numbers are so small. You hear 26% increase in time on market, but it's 5 days. So it's not that big of a deal. 3 units, not a huge deal. So there you go. So currently, on the market, which is going to explain the days on market, especially in the single family detached side. There are currently single family detached 215 units for sale. Of those, 128 are active, at 87 are under contract, and we have 2.5 months of inventory. That's very, very low, so that's lower than we've been seeing. And then the attached units, we have 91 total on the market. Of those, 40 are active and 51 are contingent. I've talked about the difference between contingencies of townhouses before. I'm not going to get into that, but if you have questions, let me know. Absorption rate is 2.3 months. So we're right at just over 2 months of inventory in both categories here. And that is explaining why this days on market. So yes, our units are decreasing. That is something that we're seeing on a much larger scale. Something that honestly, it had to happen. I mean, we can't keep that activity up that we had over the 2 years during the COVID market, but we're still really tight on inventory. So that's kind of offsetting this stuff. So what that's showing is that we're still selling. We still have this, we're still low on inventory, so it's still going to be somewhat of a competitive market. Now, a lot of that will depend on what price point you're in. First-time home buyer price points are always more competitive just because there's more of that pool out there than others. So a lot of it just kind of depends on the price point. So if you are considering buying or selling after the new year, you might want to, kind of think about fly away here. What the heck's going on? There we go. Jeez, I'm going to take off. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, you might want to take a look at specifically what price range you're going to be in a little bit more so you have an idea of what to expect. as far as that goes. And if any of you want more detailed numbers, whether it's specific area, if you're outside of Monongalia County, but you're still within my MLS range, I can do these numbers for you periodically. That's not a problem. If you want to look at specific price point, smaller area, anything like that these numbers would help you make a decision, please let me know. I'm more than happy to work those up for you and get those over to you. And if you have any other questions about the market in general, that's what White Diamond's here for. We're here to educate, help, advise, all that good stuff. So you know what? I just hope you guys have the most wonderful of holidays. I wish you and yours the very, very best, from the White Diamond family to yours. And it's not really snowy yet. I'm hoping we get a little bit more snow. And I'm looking forward to a little bit of slow time before we get into it, because my prediction is after the first of the year, we're going to pick back up, and we're going to be looking at more like what we saw in 2019. So if you're wondering what happened, as far as 2019, look at my last month's, I think it was my last month's market update, when I compared a more apples to apples market for this month, for this year, as opposed to 2019. Because at this point, we're comparing to the COVID market, and it's just not, it's not a relatable comparison. It's better to compare back to before the COVID market, because that's kind of where we're going. Okay, cool. Happy holidays. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for being there, shiny, happy people. And I will see you next year. If not before. You'll probably see me before, but, market-wise, next year. See ya.